Hello everyone, I am Jack and I'm back and happy days. I got the thing working, at least with the X motor. So I have the Mach 3 program loaded and it is running the Roadrunner program. And then I swapped in the much smaller controller card into the existing controller box. And then I wired this to the X stepper motor driver, and if you look, the X motor is motoring. It wasn't doing that earlier, it was moving like it was supposed to. I don't know why suddenly it's acting up, but at least I've got it moving. Or maybe it's supposed to do that, I really don't know. Could be a place where it's doing detailed work, and so it's moving back and forth rapidly, because before it wasn't doing that. Let me go ahead and reload the program to another area and see if it quits doing that. So I'm going to hit the stop. Never have figured out how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the stop. File, load G-code, Roadrunner. Now hit the play. Oh, no, it's acting up. All right, well, it worked for a few minutes and it was working great. Well, there it goes. See, now in this part of the program, it's running just fine. So, does anyone have any idea what would make it go into that mode where it was rapidly moving back and forth? And like I said, maybe the program's doing that. I don't know. But now you can see it's moving like one would expect. All right, that is my update. I did have to swap the XDR and pulse or clock, whatever, wires on the board, because I wired it just like it was on the other board. So I have those two, again, those two are going to positive, and then these two are using essentially the positive and negatives. And the direct impulse were reversed. Remember, I had to go into the program and change that. So if I change it back to the way it was, then I could wire this the way it was, and it would be okay. I am wondering about switching this, since I know what wire goes where, switching this to what I expected, instead of these two being positive and these two acting as ground, switch it around the other way. Don't know if there's a pro or con to that. If anybody has any input, let me know. And again, if you could tell me why this thing is vibrating like this, that would be nice to know. Okay, so I can either stop here, or I can wire up another controller. I've got the X, 2 Ys, and a Z. The 2 Ys are wired together on the existing car board. And then the Z is, of course, wired by itself. So I would probably try the Z next. I do have another stepper motor, and I could just do, now that I know where the wiring goes. So I might go ahead and do that just to see if I can get 2 of them working. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. Like, subscribe, hit the alert, hit the thanks if you want to donate. And if you don't like what I'm doing, you don't know Jack. Bye.